for these two cells, one is the primary cell, one is the secondary cell. So which is primary, which is secondary, is not decided by the inode B side. It's decided the UE. The UE stay on which cell? If the UE first start on frequency 1, okay, this cell is the primary cell. So the frequency 2 is the secondary. If the UE first attached to the frequency 2, this is the primary, this is the secondary. So for primary or secondary cell, these concepts we defined is according to the UE, not according to the inode B. So for different UE, it may have the different primary and secondary. The UE stay here, but maybe the UE secondary and primary are different. The first cell the UE stay on is the primary. So this is. So when the UE stay on, for example, it stay on the frequency 1, and when we figure the neighboring, okay, the inode B side will let the UE first perform. We use first add. It performs the measurement to add one subcarrier as the sector. So we will use one event. This event is A4. It is when I performed the measurement, there is one neighbor cell is SRP greater than one threshold. I will report it to the inode B side. Inode B will decide add it as the sector cell. This is for add. We add one sector cell. So when there is one add, if we add one sector cell, we maybe change it. Yes? Okay, I change my location. Or I found a better cell. So we will have the modify. So before we perform the modify, we should first measure it. So we will use the A6. When I introduce the handover, I said we only have A1 to A5, yes? But for CA, we add a new event is A6. A6 is similar with the A3, but it is only used for the CA. That is, if I find the neighbor cell as RP, but this neighbor cell is for the secondary. So this neighbor cell is for the secondary carrier. This neighbor cell greater than the serving secondary cell, one threshold. We use T6. One threshold. Okay, I will report the measurement, and the inode B will decide to modify the CA, the secondary cell. It will decide to modify it. So we according to the A6. So these parameters are similar with the A3 parameters. Just is used for the secondary. All parameters, the name are same. Just the function are different. So we may add, we may modify, we may delete. So if one secondary cell, it cannot meet the requirement. This requirement is A2. If this serving secondary cell is SRP lower than one threshold, okay, I will delete it. I will report to inode B. Inode B will delete it. So this is the secondary and the primary cell. How to add the secondary cell? So we add the secondary cell, but it doesn't mean we must activate. It doesn't mean active. Add is not equals to active. For second cell, I just add it. It just extend my bandwidth. It doesn't mean I will use this bandwidth. So if you want to use it, you should activate. The first activate. So use this. When the primary source, okay, I will activate. Right? Yeah, so we have different conditions. For example, if we, for the services, we have different kinds. One is, yes, one service. Primary cell, if the primary cell, it cannot meet the 9 GPR. Guarantee meet the maximum aggregated bit rate. Okay, I will activate the secondary to extend the bandwidth. If you have the GPR service and you cannot meet the GPR service requirement, I will activate. And for the primary cell, it will have a resource usage. If this resource usage is here, then one threshold. And the secondary cell is lower than one threshold. Yes, the load is flat. Okay, we can also activate it. So this is when to activate, when to add it. The first time we add it, but it doesn't mean we activate. Yes, we just add this for a backup. And when the primary cell it cannot meet my requirement, I will activate. So you can set the different parameters to control. So when to activate. So for deactive, the same. If the second cell, I don't need to use so many resources. We can deactivate. Yes, and for the UE, when we use the CA, maybe we have the RC connection, we have the control information, we have the data service, user plan, yes? For the control information, the UE only reports to the primary. It only maintains one RC connection between between the primary and the UE. If there is a radio link failure between the UE and the secondary, it doesn't matter. The UE will not start the re-establishment. But if the connection between the UE and the primary, yeah, it will start the re-establishment because all the control information, the primary is a control cell, so its connection we must maintain it. But the secondary, it doesn't matter. So this is about the CA. So you will see that the CA is similar with our handover. You just to add a new carrier to it. So how to add, how to delete, how to modify. We use the same events, the similar events with handover. Just maybe you set a different parameter. The parameter strategy are also similar. Before we talk about the other parameters, we first basically introduce what is CA. Okay. Now in this afternoon, we introduce the power control and the timers and the DRX. For some basic cell parameters, when we introduce the protocol, actually we have already introduced it. For the frequency, for the bandwidth, for the PCI, for the cell ID, like this. So I think we don't need to talk it again and again. So we just introduce the important part. So for the power control, we know we will use the power to control our carriage. Some error, if this error carriage very weak, maybe you will adjust the antennas. if you adjust the antennas, it cannot enhance the current. Okay, you will add power. Yes. So how to add power? It doesn't simple like that. I just change the power from 10 to 12. If, for example, if have already the maximum 12, how do you change it? So you should know the power control strategies. You will know at the different conditions, we will have a different change strategies. And in our power control, we set different PA/PB. For different areas, you may be give it a different strategy. Why we set this strategy? Yeah, this is power control. So power control. For the downlink, actually it's not the control, it's the allocation. It's allocation. That is the in node B, it will assign different powers for different symbols. But for uplink, it's control. I will control the UE, how to use the power. So when first talk about the downlink, For the downlink, we need to know that how many power we can use first. So this power, the maximum power is related to which one? The RU, right? It relates to the RU. It have a different power. It have a different channels. It will affect the cell maximum used power. So we first for the downlink, how many power we can allocate. So you should know the maximum value. So the maximum cell power, it will relate to the RU. It relates to the RU. For example, this RU, is one 4-pulse RU. Like this. 4 parts. Each part, the power is 10 watts. So for this RU, the maximum power is 40 watts. But you know, in our configuration, we don't use watt. We don't use this unit directly. We will change it to dBm. So it equals to how many dBm? Who can tell me how many? Yeah, change the 40 watts to dBm. Okay. You should know, yes, 46. You should know. Only you need to remember as 10 watts. 10 watts is 40 dBm. Yes. If we double it, it adds 3 dB. Double it at 3 dB. So here is 4 times, so 46 dBm. Yes. This is the maximum. Maximum value we can use. So when we set the real power, it cannot exceed this value. So so 10 watt is 40 dBm. Yeah. If we use 20 watts, that means double. Double means add 3 dB. So 40 dBm plus 3 dB is 43 dBm. And for 40 watt, it's this double. Okay, it's add 3 dB. It's 46. Just need double is 3 dB. 10 watt is 40. So if we use 5 watts, you will know, okay, minus 3 dB. If a double, it's add 3 dB. Yes. This value just need remember this value. Usually, sometimes you need to check the parameter, but when you say it's a dBm, you doesn't know how many power I have already used. Yes. Just remember these two values. When you see the RU, you will calculate it.
What about the money?
Yes, double means 3 dB.
So what about your money? Double or triple?
I don't know. Okay, usually our power will not comes like the 50 like this. Usually 20, 40, 60 like this. Okay. So if you see another power, you never match it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Use calculator. You can calculate it. But usually this value, we don't need to calculate it. When we configure the cells, it will refer to one RU. We will configure the RU type. The system, it will calculate it automatically. But when we configure it, this value is the next page, the maximum. The maximum cell transmit power, it relates to the RU. So when we configure one RS power, it will calculate one power. So cell transmit power, this is we reused. So this value, we also don't need to configure it. We just need to configure the RS power. So the system will according the RS power and the power control strategy to calculate one. So if you allocate the RS power is too large, the system calculator this value exceeds the RU capability. Okay, it will
broken.
it will notify you. Okay, this value is not right. You need to modify it. You cannot exceed the maximum. So we first know the maximum. So now we need to configure the RS. The RS power is 1 RE, right? Yeah. It's 1 RE. So you need to change the total power to 1 RE power. So if the RU power is fixed, what will affect the RE power? If the RU power is fixed, that means for the total symbol, when we transmit symbols, it's by sequence 1 by 1. Next, the total symbol, we use the RU power. So if the bandwidth is wider, the RE power is smaller, right? It relates to the bandwidth. So in our network, the RE it has two kinds. One is the data RE that we can transmit useful information. Another is the RS, like this, the RS. We cannot transmit useful information. It's just a reference symbol. Yes. So this RS in the system is fixed. So we can calculate the offset between the data and the reference. We can get the data value. Yes, the data power. So the RS is a basis. But because in the whole symbol, it both contains the RS and the normal RE. So we should define different types symbol. For this kind of symbol, it both contains the RS and the normal RE. For this kind of symbol, it only contains the normal RE. These two symbols are different, right? So we define these two symbols. This symbol is the type A symbol. That is, if the symbol contains RE or normal RE, that is no RS contained. That means this symbol is type A symbol. For type B symbol, is if this symbol contain RS, this is type B symbol. So we can divide these two RE. In the normal symbol, the RE, we call it type A RE because this symbol is type A symbol. So RE in type A, we name it type A RE. For its energy, we name it EA. The energy of type A RE. Type A RE. And in the type B symbol, for the normal RE, we name it the type B RE. The energy is EB. So we totally have three kinds RE. Type A RE, type B RE, and also we have another is reference signal. So the energy we name it ER. So this is different RE. Because for the type A symbol, the RE are same. So when we allocate the powers, the different RE, it will have the same power. Yes, but for type B symbol, it contains RS and normal. So these two energy may be same, may be different because this is different RE. So we first define the different types RE. So when we configure the power, we configure which one? This one, yes? The RS power, ER. This is we configured in the cells. So how do you know this? Okay, I only detect this one. So how do you know the normal RE power? So we should define one offset. So this offset, we give it another name, PA and PB. So the PA and PB is first relates to row A and row B. The row A and row B is equals what? The row A is that the type A RE power divided the RS power. We get one value. This value, we name it row A. So if we define this row A, and we tell row E, if row E detect the ER, and it's no row A, we will get the EA. For row B, is also the type B RE divide the RS. Type B RE divide the RS. So if we know row B, ER, we calculate the type B energy, type B power. But in our system, we don't use row A and row B directly. We change it to PA and PB. PA and PB is we also talk about. So for how to change the row A, row B to PA, PB is that for PA, this value it equals to row A. But row A, this value is a linear value. So we want to change it to the log value. So the PA, actually this value it should equals to row A, but it's the log value. So if the PA equals 0, that means these two power is same. Because why we change PA to the log value? Because when we configure the RS power, we use the dBm. So if we set the RS power, for example, is 10 milliwatt, and I set the EA is 5 milliwatt. Okay, you get the rho A is half, yes, and you get the PA is equal -3. But we never configure the power use milliwatt. We will use which one? dBm. We use dBm. So if we change the dBm, so here it actually is EA. If we use dBm minus ER, it equals the PA. So it will simplify the calculation. So if I get the PA, for example, PA is -3, we get the reference signal. For example, it's 15.2 dBm. Okay, I will know. For the data service, the RE is 12.2 dBm. So the calculation is easier. So that is why we use PA. Yes. So from this PA, you can get this one. Actually, PA equals EA minus ER. The unit is dBm. The EREA unit is dBm. If we use this formula, the unit is what? Yeah, this is the difference. So usually we will use this one. Why we change it? This is why we change it. So for the rho B, we define another is PB. But the PB is not the same principle with PA. It's not log the rho B directly. We define that the rho B divided rho A, we can get that EB divided EA, because from this PA and ER we can get EA. Yes, from the energy of reference signal and the PA we define, we can get the EA. So if we know the type A RE and type B RE relation, we will get the type B RE energy. So we define this value. So it will have a relation with the PB. So this is a relation. PB equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Here is the rho B divided rho A. That's this value. This value here, the unit is what? So this value is the Liner value. So also we want to change it to the log value. Then we can use the minus and directly. Yes, we can use minus directly. So we change it to the log value is like this. So this is the table. We can refer to it directly. So if now I can figure the PV, you can refer to one value, rho B divided rho A. And you can get from this value, you can get the PB energy and the type B RE energy. Yes, so you will know, okay, for different RE, for type B RE and the type A RE and the RS energy, you will get everyone. But when we configure the different value, when we configure the PA and the PB, we hope the type A and type B, these two symbols, the total power are same. Because if type A is power, for example, type A power, the type A symbol, the symbol of type A, this power is 40 dBm. For symbol B, the power is 42 dBm. That means we have 2 dBm power is waste. We cannot use it for type A. So in order to enhance the power utilization, we hope type A power and type B power has the same value. Only at this condition is the highest power usage. It's 100%. 100%. So for the type A and type B for different value, it will generate a different. So this is the power. We calculate the power utilization is the minimum value. Divide the maximum. That is the 40. Divide the 42. It's not 100%. If we can find a value, let these two same. So there is a 100%. 100%. So this value I just give it for example. So we can calculate it. So how to calculate the values now? I give you one. For example, we set here we use this value. If we set the PA and the PB is -3 and 1. If we set -3 and 1, how to calculate the utilization? For the utilization, we should first calculate the symbol power. Yes? Here, let's we see. If we just use the EREAB to calculate it, we don't use the real value. So for PA equals -3, that means if the PA equals -3, that means, okay, the type A is half power of RS. Yes, you can get it. If the PB is 1 here, if the PB is 1, the line value is 1, that means the type B RE equals type A RE. Yes? Can you get it? Here is 1, so it's the same. So we can, from this, we can get that the type A RE its power equals to half type RS, and type B RE equals to type A, so it's also half RS, right? It's also half. So because for the total bandwidth, for type A and the type B symbols, the RB are same. Yeah, so we only need to calculate one RB symbol, power. It can calculate this one because the RB number is same. It's just a coefficient. So for type A symbol, for one RB, how many it contains? How many RE? Type A, it contains 12 subcarrier. Yes. So for symbol A, it equals 12 EA. So it's totally 6 ER. Yes, 6 ER. For type B symbol, it equals, for type B symbol, now we use two parts. So how many RE we used? The normal RE, type B RE is 1, 2, 3, 4, totally 8. Yes, 8 EB. And add the RS. How many RS? Only 2. Because 2 parts, another 2 cannot send anything. Yes, so only 2 RS. Add 2 ER. So here 8 EB. EB also equals to half ER. It's 4 ER. So 4 ER and 2 ER is also 6 ER. So the type A symbol, the power equals to type B. They are same. That means the power utilization is 100%. These two. So we have,
From where we can get EA is half EI.
you said this value, how to get it?
Yes.
Okay, who can answer this question? How to get EA equals half ER? When I said this, all of you. That not me, all of you. Okay, okay. So now, please answer this question.
Minus 3.
How to get it? From which formula?
Until log kan.
PA equals minus 3. Here, that means the rho A equals to half. Right? PA is the log value of rho A. Here, PA is minus 3. Let you remember this value. 2 is 3. So half is minus 3. Half is minus 3. So if PA is minus 3, that means this rho A is half. Right? Rho A is half. So if rho A is half, that means the EA equals half ER. Clear? Yeah. So we got the EA. For EB, similar. EB, we use this formula. Rho B divided rho A equals EB divided EA. So PB, it will have a mapping. The mapping is next table. They have this. This is for two antenna poles. Two antenna poles. If the PB equals 1, the Lambda value is 1. Okay. This value is 1. That means type B RE equals to type A RE. So that's it. That's it. So how many RE you can calculate it? How many power? So you don't. I introduce this just to help you to understand it. You don't need to remember it. Just to help you to understand it. Okay, why we start minus 3, 1? You know, in our network we start minus 3, 1 or 0, 0. Why you don't configure it minus 3, 3? That is, we need to configure the utilization is 100%. We want to keep a 100% resource utilization. So PB, we totally have this forecast 0, 1, 2, 3. And for PA, we also have different values. You can map any two values, but we want to get a 100%. So we don't use anyone directly. We will first check whether it can meet the 100%. So for minus 3 and 1, we usually set another is 0, 0. 0, 0. This is also 100%. You can calculate it. For PA is equal 0. Here is 0. That means the rho A is 1. Right? Is 1. That means EA equals to ER. Right? For PB equals 0. Okay. PB equals 0. You get the Lambda value is 54. So this value is 54. That means the EB equals to 54 EA. Right? So now you change it to here. You can get, okay, these two values. The symbol A and the symbol B are same. So every time when you set the PA, PB, you cannot randomly select one. You need a guarantee, okay? The usage power utilization should be 100%. Then we can fully use the power. This is just to show you why we configure the PAPB. You never configure a minus 3 and 0 as in our network. Some others configure the minus 3, 0 or 0, 1. Any error set the PAPB is minus 3, 0 are the 0, 1, like this. Do you have this configuration? You can type it in as well. After our class, you can type whether you have some configurations, not the 100% usage. You can check it. So if you have some like this -3, 0, so you can ask them why you don't use the 100% usage. Yes. So this is for PA and PB. Now you will know you set a different PA and PB. Yeah. One, it will affect the different power usage. Yes. Another is that here, these two pair, -3 and 1 and 0, 0, these two pairs, they can get 100%. Why some area will select 0, 0? Why some area will select -3, 1? Here, you can see the PA, this value, it decides which? It decides the offsets between the RS power and the normal RE type A. Yes? And at this condition, the type A RE, the power is same with the type B RE, right? If we set -3, 1, that means the RS power is double for normal RE. No matter type A RE or type B RE, the power are same. The power are same. So when UE should detect the RS to decide how to select the cell, right? So the RS we think is a control information. The UE should according it to select the cell. So which the first guarantee the UE it can detect the RS. So for -3, 1, that is we give the RS a large coverage. Yes, because when we evaluate the network, we will evaluate, okay, say on 4G, how many users stay on 3G? Now we have no 3G. They must come to 4G, yes. So if you set the RS power is larger, so that means you need set the data RE smaller. Yes, just I want to extend my coverage. So PA it decides the RS power and the RE power. Now let's recalculate for different PA PB. It will affect the RS maximum power. Why it will affect? Okay, we use this. So when we select this RU, for this RU, its maximum power is 46 dBi. And for different parts, we will configure the relation between the antenna part and the channel, right? For these 4 parts, we may configure it 0, 0, 1, 1. Yes. And the first day we introduce the antenna part. For different value, that means the different symbol in different space. Yes? So if we start 0, 0, 1, 1, that means for one symbol. For example, the symbol 0, we transmit use 2 channels. What's the symbol power? What's the symbol power? 20 watt, right? The total symbol power is 20 watt. Yes? Because I use two channels to transmit one symbol, another two to transmit another symbol. So for one symbol, it can only use two channels power to transmit it. Right? Okay. We can get the total symbol power. This is the maximum cell power. This is for one symbol. The total symbol power is 20 watt. Is 20 watt. Right? So this is the total symbol. So we need to assign the total symbol power into every RE. Right? Every RE. So it will release the RE number. Who decides the RE number? Bandwidth. Right now, we define the bandwidth is 20 megahertz. So how many subcarriers? How many subcarriers? Yes, 1,200. 1,200. So many subcarriers. It will draw the power. So for one RE, if all the REs they use the same power, so for one RE, power is which one? 20 watts divided 1,200. Right? This is RE power. RE power. So this RE power is which one? Is EA or EB or ER? EA or EB or ER? I calculate by this method. EA, EB or ER? Who said ER? Who select ER? Okay, 3 people. Who select AB? No people. One EB. Okay, the rest is EA or don't know EA. Who select EA? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the EA is equal to ER. Or others doesn't know. Others don't know. Cannot calculate.
So the right one will get.
The red one is EA. Okay, who selected EA? Explain. Explain why you select EA. You just randomly select or you have your first. Yeah. Yes. So for EA, this is the definition. The type A symbol. The type A symbol that means this symbol only contains type A RE. The RE type are same. Yes. So this power are same. I can divide 1,200 directly. But if I use EB, the EB and ER may be different. The power may be different. Yes? So this value actually is the EA value. EA value. So now this value is the unit is watt. So usually we will change it to the dBm. To the dBm. Oh no, not we need the calculator. I cannot calculate it by myself. Okay, so this one is EA. But this value are fixed. So now EA is fixed. Let's we see. If I set a different PA, what will happen? Now the EA equals this value, right? If I set EA or if I set PA is -3, can you calculate ER? Is if I set PA is -3, that means ER double EA,
double E.
right? Double EA. But if I set the PA is 0, that means the ER equals
E.
EA. EA is fixed, but ER it will be different, right? So you set a different EA, it will affect the ER maximum value. Maximum value. So for example, in our cells, we configure it 0, 0. But this area, the carriage is not very good. You want to enhance the power, but it have already dropped at the maximum. At the 0, 0, you cannot change it, and you cannot change the RU because the money. Yes, you cannot change the RU. So how to change it? Change the different PA. Yes, so you can change the carriage. You can extend the carriage. Yes, but you will know that if we set PA, PB is 0, 0, set -3, 1, it will that both type A and type B are E. The carriage are same. The RS carriage is that data that is. This is the cell carriage. The real carriage is based on the ER, right? But now, if we use the -3, 1, that means the EA carriage actually smaller than it. Yes? This is actually for data service. So that is we want that more UE attached to this cell, but at the edge, the UE maybe the service not very good. Not very good. I just let you come here, but I cannot guarantee you can do a good service. Right? But when the user type his telephone, okay, signals is full. It's good, but I cannot do service. Yes, and it will not complain. It will not complain, right? But if you set 0, 0, that means the ER is same with the EA, right? So if I can get access to, that means I can do service. So for some cells, if we don't need enhance this carriage, that means it's not a macro cell. It's a small cell or it's a normal cell. For the radius, maybe it's just 1 kilometer or 500. So the power is enough. You can set 0, 0. But we have some micro cells. Yes, the radius is large. You want that more people first can have the carriage. Even the service is not very good at the edge. Okay, we can set -3, 1. So now do you know why we set -3, 1? When we can set 0, 0. It's very simple. And for different conditions, you will get a different maximum RS power. Yeah, we will modify this one. So the cell as power, we only configure this. The cell as power, we only configure this. So it will, every time we refer to one RU, it will give us a default RS power. But you need, according to the planning value, to modify it. And usually we will optimize this value. So this value, it will relate to the PA and the PB. Yesterday, when we check the signaling, in which signaling we find PA? RC connection setup. Yes, in RC connection setup, we see the PA, but when we check the signalings, we don't find PB. Right? outside. So the PA is a UE specific parameter. For the PB is a cell specific. So the cell level parameters it will contain in the SIPs. This one is in the SIP B because it relates to the channels. This is for the downlink physical channel, downlink traffic channel, okay. And for the PA, we have this value 3210 minus this value. But we usually just use the minus 3, 1, and 0, 0, these two pairs. For some special scenarios that, for example, we don't consider the traffic because the users is not very many. So we just want to first let the UE have the signal. You can set a large value, minus 6. That is okay. The R's power is very large. Okay, this is only for special. So that is for the downlink. Downlink, yeah, we said is the power assignment. It's power allocation. We allocate different power to different RE. For uplink is actually power control. It's real power control. The node B side will control the UE, transmit the data used with power. So this is power control. For the uplink, we have different channels. We have the PRACH channel, PUCCH channel, PUSCH channel, and the SRS signaling. The sounding RS, it will always transmit no matter even we don't have the service. So all these channels we need to use the power control. The PUCCH, PUSCH, and SRS, these three channels are similar. But for PRACH, it's different. PRACH is different with PUSCH. So we set these two, we divide these two parts. One is for PRACH, one is for PUSCH. For PRACH channel, we know. For PRACH is that the UE first time to transmit information to the node B side to get the uplink synchronization. So it will transmit the preamble, the information in the preamble. So how the UE evaluate? How the UE transmit the preamble? First, we have the PC max. The PC max is the node B side configures the maximum value we can transmit, we can use, right? The rest part is the UE side is calculated by itself. So the calculated value, it cannot exceed the PC max. That means when the PC max is less than the calculated, the UE only use the PC max. So if we calculate, I should transmit use 25, but the network configure me use 23, so I cannot use 25. So we have this value is the minimum PC max and the calculated. We cannot exceed the PC max. We cannot exceed PC max. So how the UE calculate it? How the UE calculate it? It will based on the path loss. So how the UE knows this path loss? How the UE knows this path loss? The path loss is that path loss is that the transmit power, that's minus the receive power is the path loss. So the receive power is which one? The SRP we detect. As the transmit power is the ER we transmit. This value it will also broadcast in the SIP2. in the save message. So when the UE transmit the preamble before the UE have already read the system information, the UE know the transmit power, and the UE detect the receive power, so it can calculate the pass loss. And the PO pre is such. The in node B set, it have a power. This power is that if you transmit the information to me, if I want to decode it successfully, at least I need to receive this value. This is the in node B set want value. The in node B set hope it can receive the preamble at least greater than this value. So this is initial value. So the initial value and add the pass loss. But sometimes you transmit the preamble failed. You will transmit the preamble again. Yes. So because the first time we transmit it failed, that means the power is not enough. So I need to enhance the power. So we set a run. So this run we set a delta. So this value it should be have this delta, and if the first time I retransmit, okay, I only add this delta. So if the second time I retransmit, I should add a double delta. Yeah, so it will add here is the what's this? How many times it retransmit? The third time I transmit, so this number it should -1, right? So we get the UE transmit preamble power every time. So this is a pH. So for pH power control, we can see that it only contains the UE set part. There is no control information. In node B side doesn't transmit a power control command to the UE. That is, the node B side doesn't give the UE a command how you change the power. It's just calculated by the UE itself. No command from the from the node B side. So we call this kind of power control is the open loop power control. Open loop. So in the uplink, pH only use open loop. Others, it can use open loop and can use the closed loop. Only pH use the open loop. So let's see the parameters. This initial preamble transmission power is in the similar as the PO grid is the initial in node B set want power. So this value add the retransmit. This value add the retransmit and the pass loss and the retransmit. So we should define how many times the preamble can transmit. So we define a maximum transmission times. So the UE, if transmit the preamble failed, it will retransmit. How many times it will? Okay, according by this parameter. So every time for retransmit, it will add some power. So this ramping step, yeah, usually we will set 2 dB. Okay, this ramping step times the retransmission times, add the pass loss, add the initial power, we get the final power to transmit. Yeah, that is for pH. Okay, first have a rest. What?
What happened if we go before for this maximum transmission times? If we go before low until very times, what happened?
You said what will happen if we set this value to
If problem comes, if we go lower, happen if very high will happen.
this is how many times the UE can retransmit the preamble. For example, if you set this value is the smallest is 3 times.
Yes.
For example, you set 3 times. So for the preamble, when we transmit, it will base the contention and the non-contention 2 times. For contention, it also has the contention resolution procedure, yes? For the first procedure, the first step is I transmit the preamble to the inode B site. Actually, the inode B should give me a random access response. So if I don't receive the response, maybe the inode B side not receive the preamble. Maybe the inode B side transmitted the random access response, but I cannot receive. It doesn't matter. The UE will think the inode B side doesn't receive it. Okay, I will transmit it again. So it only has 3 times opportunity.
Yes.
If this 3 times is finished, the UE will go to idle state and will wait some times. And the next time it will initiate a random access procedure again. So if you set this value is 10, then I will try 10 times. And then I will go to idle. So that is how many opportunity you will give the UE. If you set 2, this value, if you set 2 smaller, that is the UE, only you give him many small opportunities to transmit the preamble.
My question, what the effect if we configure a very low and a very high? Maybe because okay, if we configure 3 times cannot we do the idle. But if we configure this 100, this and 100, right, 100.
Yeah.
What the effect?
If you set it too small, it will affect the UE access to the network. If you set too large, every time we transmit the preamble resource is the public resource. So you always transmit the preamble. That means you allocate the resource. So other UE cannot use this resource. So usually this value will not recommend you set a very large one because it will affect other UE to access to the network.
So if the right disponibility is very low, can we configure very high or very low?
If you set the access preamble,
Yeah,
but access success rate is low.
It's very low.
Mhm.
And you want to set this very high or was low? To improve
Usually the